Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I am back with another vegan grocery haul. I have a little bit more experience buying vegan groceries than the last time that I filmed this video, so it'll be good. I also want to say before we get started that I do have a Trolls Band-Aid on. I cut my finger this morning making breakfast, so if you see this, acknowledge it if you must, but I do want to say I'm aware that it's there. You don't have to tell me. I know it's weird. This was the only Band-Aid available and my finger was bleeding. So I have two massive bags of groceries. You know the drill. Some are from Trader Joe's and some are from Pavilions. This time I only have two stores to show. I've been ordering food a lot over the past couple of weeks, but I kind of decided I wanted to get back into cooking again, so I wanted to go out and buy some groceries so that I could start cooking at home again. I got everything that I'm going to show you in this video and a little bit more as well, but I didn't want to show you guys the boring stuff like bananas and mangoes and bread and things like that, because I mean we all know where that is, where it comes from, how to buy it. So I kind of just strictly put like the more interesting vegan food in this video. However, I got everything that I'm about to show you plus a couple of other things for approximately $100, which I don't think is that crazy. This food will probably last me a week and a half to 2 weeks. But this time around I did get a little bit more expensive brands. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope that you try some of the things I'm going to show you, and yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to show you guys is this right here. This is a Trader Joe's brand vegan mac and cheese. I have had vegan mac and cheese before, but it's been several years because one of my best friends in high school was vegan and she would always have me try Daiya mac and cheese, and I really liked it. I personally like Daiya cheese. I don't have an issue with it at all. However, I was interested in trying a couple different brands, so I did pick up the Trader Joe's brand. I haven't tried it yet, but I will let you guys know how it is and if I think it's better than Daiya or if it's the same or worse. But this essentially just says Trader Joe's vegan mac, tender shell pasta in a rich and creamy sauce. It's about 320 calories a serving. If any of you out there are trying to lose weight or calorie counting, just so you know, this is 320 calories a serving. I'll let you guys know how this is. I wish that I could review this stuff as well, but I haven't tried the majority of it yet, so there's that. Something I've been really obsessed with lately is riced cauliflower / cauliflower rice. I love rice, and rice is not the most healthy thing in the world from what I understand, but riced cauliflower is literally only like 30 calories a serving and it's so much better for you, and I honestly like the taste of it. I mean, I definitely season my cauliflower rice. I don't just, eat it by itself the majority of the time. I'll usually add in some vegetables, add in some seasoning and things like that, but when it's seasoned right, it's really good and I really enjoy having it. This was only a couple dollars from Trader Joe's. I know there's more expensive brands, but this is Trader Joe's brand, so riced cauliflower. This is something that I allowed myself to splurge on because I love this item, but I never buy it because it's so expensive, and those are dates. Again, this time around when I was shopping, I kind of just said fuck it, so I bought them. They're about $6 for a container this big. I think there's maybe like 20 dates in here. Dates are so good. I know most vegans are obsessed with dates, especially when it comes to like smoothies and baking and more on the sweet side. I just put these in some smoothies that I had, in a smoothie that I had this morning, and it was delicious. They can be used for baking things as well, but I splurged and I bought them this time around, and I don't know, I want to say they're worth it. They might be worth it if you have the money, but if you're really just trying to do, because I've been on both ends. I've been to the grocery before and been like, I can only spend $25 and I have to get food to last me for several days, and I've been on the spectrum where I'm like, I plan on spending $100 because I want to buy a bunch of shit today. So if you're on the end where you're not really caring that much about your budget, I would recommend getting dates because they're extremely useful, and even eating by themselves, they're delicious for a snack. The next thing I got is this rainbow rotini. I have been trying to experiment with pasta lately because originally I just bought a lot of penne pasta and I was like, you know, putting marinara on it, putting, you know, vegetables with it and all of that. But lately I've kind of been trying to try different types of pasta. So I got this Rainbow Rotini. Yeah, it's wheat pasta with tomato and spinach, like flavoring, I guess. I've been checking every time I buy pasta to make sure it doesn't have egg in it because it is very common for pasta to have egg. And if I'm saying anything wrong or misinformation, please feel free to correct me because I am still new to the whole vegan universe. So wheat pasta is a go-to, but I'm excited to try this specific kind. This is from Trader Joe's. The next thing that I got is from Pavilions. I'm a big cereal eater, not so much anymore, but growing up and like being like a young adult, I really like cereal. A lot of cereal is horrible for you, very sugary, like not vegan, that's for sure. However, I found this specific vegan cereal. Again, this is something my vegan high school friend used to eat very often, so I remembered it and bought it. But Panda Puffs are a go-to vegan cereal for me. It's basically very similar to Reese's Puffs, but just like the healthier organic version and the vegan version. It even says on the side that it is vegan. There's literally a label on the side that says vegan. The only thing that's in it is whole grain cornmeal, cane sugar, peanut butter, soy oil, sea salt, and vitamin E. So yeah, I usually just have this with plant milk when I usually do this more for a snack because I feel I only eat 2 meals a day because I've been intermittent fasting for the past couple months, so I try not to only just have this for breakfast because I kind of need like both my meals to be very like nutritious, but for a snack or dessert is more along the lines of what I've been doing. But check out Panda Puffs if you want a sweet snack. They donate 1% of sales to environmental education projects that support vulnerable animals like pandas. And it says they've donated over 3.7 million so far. So they're very like environmental friendly as well, which is amazing. So support this brand if you can. Okay, this is something that I was actually very excited to talk about because I just find this product insane and so futuristic, and it's just something that excites me. But I picked up this from Pavilions yesterday, and that is Just Egg. I don't know if any of you guys have tried it, but it came up on my Facebook as an ad recently, and I clicked it because it's essentially, it's egg without, you know, that's not from an animal. It's made from plants, but it's like the exact texture of egg. This again is more on the expensive side. I think it was like $7 for this bottle. So I don't know if it's something I'll be buying like consistently. However, it's something I definitely thought was worth investing in to try. It's just insane. I tried this yesterday. You basically, it's a liquid, which I thought was very interesting. So it's in a liquid formation and you pour it into a skillet, obviously, and you know, you can either scramble it or it will actually, if you don't scramble it, it will cook as though it were an egg, like the flat being able to be flipped kind of situation. Like a fried egg is what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, so it'll cook either way. I tried it scrambled yesterday and guys, it tastes just like a real egg. I mean, I'm not an expert on egg and it's been a couple months since I've had a real one, but it's not far off at all. I'm probably gonna mostly use this to scramble and then put on a bagel or put on like a breakfast sandwich. Yeah, there's 5 grams of protein a serving and it's only 70 calories a serving and it's good for you. So, I mean, fuck it, try it if you can afford it. It's actually really insane. I was very interested to cook with it yesterday. The next thing that I have on here is this plant-based cream cheese. It's made with almond milk. There's a few different flavors, but I got the everything flavor. Kite Hill is the brand. I saw this at Pavilions a while back and I wanted to get it, but again, it was more on the expensive side. I think it was like $6 maybe. So I was like, don't know if I want to do that just yet, but I picked it up. I tried it with my bagel this morning. It is delicious. I had a everything bagel with this plant-based cream cheese and then with avocado and sprouts. And I can say, like, it doesn't taste exactly like real cream cheese. It's definitely not, like, you can tell the difference. but it's still really good. I would completely recommend it. I love bagels and I love cream cheese, so I'm very excited to have found this, so pick it up if you can. The next couple things are just some easy snacks. These are Trader Joe's dark chocolate sunflower seed butter cups. So essentially they're just healthy vegan Reese's cups. And then I got another lemon poppy seed Bobo's oat bar, which I know I talked about in my last vegan grocery haul, but I also got a peanut butter one of these. I just ate it already, so sorry, couldn't save it. But these two are very easy snacks. This is more expensive. Like I said before, it's about $3, but this is only 99 cents. So these are easy snacks to have around if you're craving something more on the sweet side. So I talked about this sort of already, but again, I wanted to try Daiya mac and cheese again, so I got the cheddar Daiya mac and cheese. I'm going to try this and I'm going to try the Trader Joe's brand, and I'm going to compare them and see which one I like more, but I'm excited to try them because I'm a huge mac and cheese fan. So yeah. The next few things, kind of more on the boring side, but a few canned goods here that are essential to have around the house. I have garbanzo beans, I have kidney beans, and I have whole kernel corn. So corn, obviously everyone knows how to make corn, what to eat corn with, blah blah blah. As far as beans go, I usually add these to my pasta, which I think I mentioned in my last video. I've also been using garbanzo beans to make like protein baked items. Like I think you can use garbanzo beans to make into cookies, brownies, stuff like that. So I've been using it with that recently as well. But these two, garbanzo beans especially, man, these things are fucking awesome. Okay, getting into my second bag here, I have some Country Crock plant butter. So this is dairy-free, egg-free plant butter. This is kind of essential to have if you're making, you know, things from home, homemade things, because, you know, you need butter a lot of times when you're cooking. So plant butter, obviously important to have. I think this was like $4. I'm not entirely sure, but this is pretty easy to find around local grocery stores. So the next thing I have, kind of simple, but I picked up some hash browns from Trader Joe's, mainly because I've been really into breakfast burritos lately, so I like to add these into those. But I've been seeing a few recipes from YouTubers and bloggers that require hash browns, so I picked these up from Trader Joe's. I think Trader Joe's sells that bag of hash browns for like $2. The next thing that I got is just a big thing of pineapple. And I want to say right now that I already feel guilty about the amount of plastic that this is being held in. One thing I really want to try to do within the next few months is become more along the lines of people that are plastic free. I forget what it's called, it's like escaping me. I think waste free is the word I'm looking for. But a lot of YouTubers and bloggers that I follow, they don't buy anything that is coated in plastic, and they use reusable bags and all of that, which I do some of those things, but I really want to be better about this. So I just want to say I'm not happy with the amount of plastic that this is, and I would have much rather it been a whole pineapple, but did not see that anywhere. But yeah, I've been snacking on this, adding it with my breakfast and stuff like that. The next thing I want to talk about, this is something that's gonna weird me out a little bit more. This is something I was very curious to try, but I have crabless crab cakes. This brand I know is very good. I like this brand, and I like Morningstar as far as like plant-based meats go. I've never had plant-based crab, so I'm interested to try it. But I haven't tried it yet. I'll let you guys know how it is. I'm very curious. Crab was one of the only seafood that I liked when I was eating meat. I think I just reached my 5-year anniversary of being vegetarian like 2 weeks ago. But I remember when I was eating meat when I was growing up, that crab was like the only seafood that I would eat. So I was curious to try this because I've kind of tried most other fake or plant-based meats out there. So again, I'll let you know how this is. I'm curious. And then while we're on the topic of plant-based meats, I also got these plant-based organic breakfast patties, which are kind of similar to sausage, I guess you could say. I tried a couple of these yesterday and they're pretty good. I do have to say I personally like Morningstar's sausage the most, but these are not terrible. I definitely am okay with eating them, but in the future I think I will buy sausage from Morningstar because I do like theirs the most. So there's that. I also have, very simple here, some coconut chips. These are great for snacks. I've always been a massive fan of coconut chips, but For me, it annoys me the serving size that they give because these packages are tiny. This is kind of more on the expensive side. It's like $3, but you know, for the amount, it's like not much. It's like half this bag is full, so that's a whole nother thing. But I really love coconut chips, so I picked up these as well from Trader Joe's. So the remainder of things I'm going to talk about is baking items and things to be used for baking, because like I said many times, I've been baking a lot recently, and there's been so many products that I've not had at home that I've been like, oh, I wish I had this one thing so I could bake this recipe that I found online. So I kind of went out and I filled all my missing gaps that I had within my baking experiences. So everything else is baking related, so if you're not interested in that, skip forward or whatever you want to do. The first thing that I picked up is coconut flour. I know there's almond flour, I know there's oat flour. If I had my preference, I would have chose oat flour, but I only found almond and coconut in the specific store that I was in. I am not a massive fan of the taste of almond, so I went for the coconut flour. This is something that's kind of essential if you're baking plant-based stuff. So the next thing I got this is something I'm very excited about, but I got these almond flour mix pumpkin muffins. Pumpkin is one of my favorite flavors as far as like sweet flavors go. So I was very excited to find this like plant-based mix. All you have to add to it are water, oil, and then the egg substitute, which, you know, can be applesauce, or you can use the Just Egg that I mentioned earlier. But that's all you have to add to it. And the ingredients are almond flour, coconut sugar, pumpkin, arrowroot, coconut flour, spices, baking soda, and sea salt. So this is a plant-based mix for pumpkin muffins, and then you only add 3 things to it. I'm very excited to try this. I love pumpkin, so this is from Pavilions. I believe it was $3 or $4. The next thing that I have here is something that I really, really like adding to oats and like overnight oats, and that is coconut sugar. I bought sugar recently. When I was looking for brown sugar, I couldn't find any, so I just bought regular cane sugar. But coconut sugar is one of my absolute favorites, and I finally found it at Pavilions, so I picked this up. I think coconut sugar is more on the expensive side. I think this package was like $5, but it's quite a bit, and it's probably gonna last me for a while, so I think it's worth it, especially when I'm buying things from restaurants that have it on it for over that amount. And the last 2 items I have. So I have, again, another almond flour plant-based baking mix. This is for chocolate chip cookies. I believe, yeah, this is from Trader Joe's. The pumpkin mix was from Pavilions, but the cookies are from Trader Joe's. So this is almond flour, coconut sugar, chocolate chips, starch, coconut flour, baking soda, and sea salt. So this, again, all you have to add is vanilla extract, non-dairy milk, and vegetable oil or butter. So this is really easy to make vegan. I've said in my past video, it's been really hard for me to find vegan cookie dough mix, but finally I found it. But I'm really excited about these 2 things. And then the very last thing that I have are these dark chocolate chips. I made sure to look. These are completely vegan. They just have cacao beans, sugar, cocoa butter, and soy and vanilla beans. So that is everything that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment and tell me if you've tried any of these things, what your opinions on it are, or if you have any recommendations for me in general, because like I said, I'm still kind of new to this whole vegan universe. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and happy during this quarantine. I really enjoy doing these grocery hauls, so if you do as well, please let me know and I will continue to do them. And I'm going to continue uploading my baking videos. Hopefully I will get better and better at it as time goes on. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.